kind of done with all the Uncle Toms. In a way, I'm done with all the Uncle Toms. I'm done with Jason Whitlock. I'm done with Candice Owens. I'm done with all the Uncle Tom token blacks. Like, you're not that smart. You're not even that conservative. You built your career on a grift that is now dead. You were hired when diversity quotas were a thing. You were hired when white guilt is a thing.
Don't get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I know I told y'all I was gonna take a hiatus. This shit just keeps coming up. This has been the rave. It's been trending for like the last day and a half. It says Candice Owens is really pretty. Regardless if you like her or not, she is beautiful. Now I ain't gonna lie, that video you just saw after Nick Fuentes was calling everybody bootlickers and shit like that, she is sexy. She got a sexy sex appeal about herself, but nah, I can't get behind Candice Owens a whole 100%. Even though if you check my archives, there are videos where I actually agree with her, because even a broke clock is right twice a day. So I will give her that. Sometimes she's right. More often than not, she's dead ass wrong. And no matter how good looking she is, she's just a good looking dummy. You know what I'm saying? And I recognize that for what it is. I try not to get caught up in people's appearance, how they appeal to people, and how they try to make themselves look like in front of people, because at the end of the day, it ain't really about facade. It's about who you are as a person, ethics, morals, integrity, principle, shit like that. She has none. Even if she is doing this as a shtick to get paid from white supremacists by spewing their talking points because they're using her as a shield, why let yourself be used like that? Like, damn, there are certain things in the world, like, to get money, to sell out people that look like you or your people. You know, a lot of people don't make a distinguish between different types of black people. And if that's the case, why would you want to sell your people out? Or any people? Like, why would you want to be on public platforms demonizing people and not legitimately believe that shit you kicking? One has to ask, where's the integrity? Where's the principle? And don't get me wrong, I'm a man about $1. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm about $1. However, I'm also a man of integrity, ethics, and principles. So there's just things that I just won't do for money, no matter how much I need the money. Like, I'm not gay, so I won't do gay for pay, because ethically it goes against what I believe in. Principally, I don't hold those principles. And integrity, well, it's sort of like the thief analogy that I always use. If you don't steal, even if you're homeless and hungry, you won't steal, because you have integrity. You stay consistent to who you really are. If you're swayed or you deviate from who you claim to be because of circumstances, then that's not who you really are. And I've been in predicaments that have actually caused me to not question my principle, ethics, integrity, and morals, but to stay firm on them. So yeah, I can't. And then on top of all that, she's married to a white man. Now, there's nothing wrong with white people, but the white dude she's married to is a right-wing conservative that's on some Charlie Kirk shit. So she's really with it, and I don't know if she's a brainwashed dummy. However, yeah, I just couldn't get behind that, literally and figuratively, no matter how beautiful she is. But I ain't gonna lie, I will be one of the few people that will admit that Candice Owens actually, she was ugly as shit back in the day when she was in high school, but she grew into a beautiful swan from an ugly duckling. So I'll give her that much. That's about the only thing she got working for her. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe, turn the notification on, and I'm out.